Hi, this is Michael Uslan. You're listening to Batman on Film.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Plug you in, my tuning up frequency. Jay and the crew, they got the remedy. Discussing bats and all his legacy. Mike is silent. Welcome to the social hour. We're talking gospel, flying power. Look in the field of protest, got the keys to the Batmobile. Lights go down the shuts about the storm. Just listen, striking like the dawn. Without the ways of harm. We're in deep, not sleep. Welcome to the social hour. Exploring Gotham's darkest hours. Tune in, feel the charge. Jet set the hill with going large.
Welcome to the Social Hour, a Batman on Film podcast, batman-on-film.com. Let's ride! Guess who my guest is today? It's announcer Rachel.
Woohoo!
And we're doing an episode of Announcer Rachel Talks Superheroes, which could also be announcer. We had that, like, when was that, 2 years ago, Rachel? We're going to do Announcer Rachel Talks Comics.
Yeah, I did one and you didn't ask me back.
Well, we didn't even know. You read the book.
Oh.
She read Batman Year One, and then we never recorded. So
You probably didn't like my take and didn't want to record
no,
it.
that's fine. But we're gonna pick that up at some time. But
Sure.
I'm merely Bill Ramey, the founder of Batman on Film. So we're here today to talk Superman, which opens today. Today we're recording on July 11th, 2005. It actually started screening yesterday afternoon, and then we saw it Tuesday night here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And my written review is up on Batman on Film. If you haven't checked that out yet, go ahead and do so, and you get my full thoughts. But I'm going to talk about it here with Rachel. So Rachel is general audience, and she's a girl, general audience. But she's aware of superheroes because she's married to me. Right, Rachel?
Yes, Bill.
Okay. So what was the first superhero movie you ever saw?
Movie?
Movie. At the theater.
Batman 89.
Okay. All right. What's your favorite superhero?
But Linda Carter, Wonder Woman, I used to watch on TV
All right.
as a
Yes.
little girl.
Okay. Linda Carter, Wonder Woman. So who's your favorite superhero?
Wonder Woman.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Wonder Woman.
Starts with a B.
Wonder Woman was my favorite superhero growing up until I married into the BOF family, and then Batman quickly became a close second.
All right. So what is your favorite superhero movie? Favorite, not first.
Well, I really love the Chris Nolan trilogy.
The Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, so I don't know if I can pick one of those three as my most favorite.
Okay.
There are parts of each one that I really liked, but it was more of my type of superhero movie, so I would say that trilogy.
After the Dark Knight trilogy, then.
After that?
Yeah. You liked Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The first one.
The first one.
All right. And anything else that you've seen with me?
Man of Steel.
Yeah, we went to New York for that.
And I liked that
We
movie.
went to the premiere. We saw that. Okay, you like Man of Steel. All right. Have you ever seen the Christopher Reeve, the original Superman movie? Superman 1. Superman the movie, 1978.
Have I ever seen it?
Yes.
Yes, but not when it was released because I was too young for
I
that.
know that. So, okay, so we saw Superman. We know that, as I said, it is out. I gave it a B+. Without Crypto, it's probably a C+, B for me. Crypto puts it up, bumps it up almost a letter grade. at least 3/4 of a letter grade. And overall, I thought it was okay. Now, what did you think, Rachel? And we'll talk more about it in detail in a second.
You want me to give it a grade? Or
No,
just my
what did you
thoughts?
think about it?
Oh,
Okay, did you like it?
yes.
Okay, so what did you like about it?
Well, first of all, I thought it was a good like summer blockbuster movie
Okay.
to go with your family too.
Okay, so it's got that going for it.
Yes.
What else?
And I wasn't bored during any part of it, and I felt like the movie went by fast. Like there was never a time when I was looking at my
it
watch
was
or
only
anything
2
like-
hours. So.
I know, but I've been in shorter movies and I've looked at my watch
Yeah.
waiting for it to be over. So I never did that. The actor who plays Superman, I thought
David Cornsweet.
did a fantastic job.
You like him better than Henry Cavill.
Yeah, but I liked Henry Cavill, so that's
Yes.
not
Well,
any slight towards him.
Yes.
I thought
You like him better than Christopher Reeve.
well, Christopher Reeve is like the
Yes.
Superman.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
I really like the actress who played Lois Lane, although I don't think that she was
Rachel
used,
Brosnahan.
Yeah, used to her potential.
That's because we watched Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yes, and I like
Yes.
her,
Yeah, she was good.
but I think Lois could have had a more integral part in the story. There were parts of it that obviously she was, like when she was in.
Well, the main
Can
thing-
we say stuff about the movie, or is this
Yes.
spoiler? Okay.
No.
Like
Oh,
when she
spoiler
was-
alert. I'm telling you, if you're listening and you haven't seen the movie yet, I'm sure if you're listening to this, you saw Superman. If not, we're going to do spoilers, so wait till after you see it.
Like when she was in her apartment interviewing
Clark.
fantastic scene.
That's like the only thing she really did.
Yeah,
And fly that spaceship.
that was dumb.
That was dumb. Okay, we'll get to that. Anybody else in the cast? What? Nicholas Hoult was Lex Luthor.
I could get hate for this. I don't know the actor.
Nicholas Hoult.
I have nothing against him. There were scenes where he did a great job.
He was in
There are
that
other-
jury. What was that jury movie we watched that Clint Eastwood directed?
I don't know. Let me finish my thought.
Okay.
There were scenes that he did a fantastic job. Like, in the beginning when he was programming that guy to like beat up Superman, that whole thing was fantastic. I found other parts where it seemed just to me that he was memorizing lines and saying them. I think, especially at the end, I don't know. I just was underwhelmed by him at the
Okay.
end. But I said that to our son, and our son thought I was crazy. So that might have just been my weird.
I
Take
thought he
on
was
it.
okay. I thought he was all right. There was nothing about Lex that we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
He wanted to kill Superman. He doesn't
Yeah.
like Superman. He's jealous of Superman.
Yeah.
And all that. There was nothing different,
No.
but he was fine as the villain. And okay.
Another. Can I?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Clark's parents from Kansas, his adoptive parents, fantastic. That was a new take to Clark Kent's parents.
Yes.
I think, or at least from what I've seen in other Superman movies,
yes.
and I liked that take, and I found it very
I
endearing how they
was
acted.
watching the movie, and when they were in it, I said, they sound just like Richard Christie's parents. Richard Christie from the Howard Stern show. Remember Richard
Yes.
Christie?
Yes.
And his parents, his dad would
Yes.
call in, and he would record the voicemails.
Yes.
And I even put on Twitter, X, whatever it is. I said, is it just me, or did the Kents sound just like Richard Christie from the Howard Stern show's parents? And I found out that James Gunn actually used them as the model for the parents, their voice. He wanted actual, because they're from Kansas.
Yes.
He wanted actual Kansian? Mm-hmm. What is it?
I don't know. That sounded good. Kansian?
You're close enough from where you are from.
I think Texas is closer to Kansas than
Maybe.
Minnesota is.
Okay. Kansan, the one with the accent. So that was a fact. Found out today, Richard Christie himself liked my tweet about it.
Oh, that's
so,
cool.
okay, there you go. So, anyway, This was a comic booky film. Yes?
Yes, I guess.
I say it's the most comic booky Superman film there's ever been. And there's a lot of people who like that. Did that stuff bother you? Or what did you think? I mean, like...
Well, as
the
I said before,
spaceship,
I'm not a big...
all those other superheroes, they're like the non-super... There's a bunch of
Okay, let me-
non-Superman characters in there.
Okay. I'm not the general audience that enjoys like comic booky movies. I'll see them once, but then I'm good, which is why I liked the Christopher Nolan trilogy, because I felt like that was more reality, and that's the type of movie that I like. That's not to say that those movies aren't good. There's an audience for them. I'm not a big, like, I don't know if I can talk about them, but Marvel, I don't care to go to any Marvel movies. That's just not my thing. Will I watch them? Sure. If someone invites me to go to a movie, you want to go see it, I'll go with you. If it's on TV and Jake has it on, fine. I'll watch a little bit of it, but that's not like my thing that I like to watch. So I did not.
Have we ever went to see a Marvel movie? Me and you?
Isn't Spider-Man Marvel?
Spider-Man, yeah.
I've seen the Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Okay, all right. That was when Jake was little, so...
Having said all that, I mean, it's just not my thing. I didn't know who all of those comic book people were.
Yeah.
I didn't think they did bad at their job of acting. The actors who played those parts.
I say that they didn't have to be in there. They could have not been in the movie, like Green Lantern. You know who the Green Lantern was,
Yes.
right? Okay.
I would have preferred they focused a little bit more on like the war that was going on between the two countries and bring more of that like reality into it, as opposed to, I don't know, going in all those dimensions and all that stuff was just weird to me. But I'm
Yes.
not a comic book person, so
There was no... This plot... There's really no plot to this movie. For the most part. It's just...
well, the plot was Lex hating Superman.
That's it. And then other things going on around
Yes.
it. So
There's
like,
too many things going on.
There's
too,
a whole
I
lot
felt,
going on and nothing happening at the same time.
until the end.
Yeah, I guess you can say. All right, so was it a big surprise? Ultraman. You know who Ultraman was?
Which one
that
was
was the superhero that was all black that Lex had,
Oh,
and then ended up being a clone.
yeah.
You didn't know that Ultraman is an alternative version of Superman, right?
I didn't, not until the end.
Well, I mean, like, there's Ultraman who is in another DC world
No, I didn't know that.
who is a bad Superman. He's evil.
Okay.
This was just their take on Ultraman. He was a clone.
Okay.
It was almost like a clone. It was like, I was like...
That makes sense. I didn't know.
Didn't we kind of see this in BVS, Batman v Superman, with Zod was cloned or whatever and became Doomsday, whatever. Anyway, I don't want to bring that up. So, okay, so what in the movie did you not like? Let's take a quick pause in this podcast for these words from our sponsor.
The spaceship was
Okay.
dumb. I thought that was dumb.
There was no point in that, was there?
No.
Just them. It was just for them to get in the spaceship and go.
Yeah, like, so Lois and Jimmy and the rest of the top reporters all get into the spaceship. Are they just flying around so she could write the article and then land when they could safely land? Was that their spot to go before that rip through the city was happening? Was that their like safe zone? I didn't get that.
I need to see it again, but to me it was just okay. Let's get in this spaceship and I'll have Lois fly it.
And none of them thought that was weird? None of them thought, why am I getting into the spaceship with our lead reporter? And she can all of a sudden fly it?
Yeah, how did she learn how? Whatever. It's just...
That was weird.
It just seemed like that was put in.
They could have come up with a was something else where
Yeah.
she could go to a safe room and write that article, whatever, while all
Yes.
the chaos in the
Yeah.
city was going on. Yeah, I didn't like that. I thought okay, again, I don't know all the proper like titles for people, so I'm sorry. But the whole thing where they were in that alternative or that
Pocket universe.
yeah, and they had all those people who
Yeah.
like wronged Lex in those like
Yes.
boxes.
Yeah.
And then you got that guy who had the kryptonite hand.
Metamorpho.
Yeah, and then his son with that little green little monster. I mean, okay, cool, that's all sweet and everything. As a comic book person, that a person that's not a comic book person, I thought that was dumb.
It could have been another character. It didn't have to be a superhero that he was in there with.
Oh, that makes me think of this too. I didn't like it that they killed that guy. Shot him.
Yeah.
That I don't like that.
All right.
I understand why they did it. Because it made that green guy mad.
Yes.
But I didn't like that.
Green guy.
With the sun. What's his name?
Metamorpho.
Okay, Metamorpho.
The Element Man.
Okay, see, that's just weird. Okay, I didn't like that they killed him. Spoiler alert.
All right.
Oh, also,
Yes.
I know Crypto.
Yes.
I knew Crypto was going to be in the movie.
Yes.
Seeing all the trailers and everything. And from what I've known about Superman, Crypto is Superman's dog.
Yes.
All of a sudden, he's not Superman's dog. He's Supergirl's dog.
Okay.
That confused me.
Spoiler
And I didn't-
alert. That is the post-credit scene. So,
No, it wasn't the post-credit scene. That was at the end of the movie. The post-credit scene was just Crypto and Superman sitting together at the end.
yeah. Okay.
That wasn't post-credit scene. That was just at the very end when
Okay,
Superman
okay.
went back to his little
Fortress of Solitude.
yes, and his little people who live there.
Superman robots.
Yes, the number 4 was healed, I
Yes.
guess, and they were talking, and then Supergirl
Yes.
walks in like after partying. Apparently, she's a party girl, and Crypto like attacks her, and
Yeah. Okay.
then we can't find.
All right, I'm gonna see it.
Why did we have to? Why did they have to make Crypto not Superman's dog?
I
That was
don't
dumb.
know.
That was dumb.
Her
So if they wanted
okay,
to,
that's-
if they wanted to have her in it, they still could have had her in it without being
Well,
or Crypto's.
she didn't need to be. That's because there's a Supergirl movie coming out next year.
I get it, and they still could have had that.
I know, that's-
they didn't have to have her be the owner of Crypto. That was
know.
dumb.
Yes. That was dumb. That's one of the things I don't like about the shared universe thing is, okay, we're going to have her do this cameo because we got Supergirl coming out next year. So, again, that's a whole different topic. So,
Oh, can I say one more
yeah.
thing I didn't like?
Yeah.
I understand why they did it, but I didn't like his biological parents becoming almost like enemies. Not like the best word, but like he had such wonderful thoughts about them, and then the video, he didn't get to see the end or hear the end, and then Lex was able to get the end of the
Okay,
video.
was that-
And then it made or at least it made me kind of have a bad taste in my mouth about them saying that he was going to be like the king of the earth and to have a harem of women and
All right, so
like all of that. I that was
there's
icky to
two
me.
things.
I don't like it.
Lex could have manipulated the video.
Yes, but we don't. I mean, that's
But
up to the
I
audience.
know
to
we don't know if
determine
we
that.
don't know if that's the case or not.
I hope that's the case.
Okay.
And if there's going to be another movie,
Oh, here's
we
another
can find
spoiler.
that out.
Bradley Cooper's Jor-El. So there you go.
I liked the image of his biological parents, like coming to him, like that video, like that was all sweet and nice. I just wish the rest of the message went.
I liked it in Man of Steel better, where Jor-El was a hologram,
Yeah.
intelligent AI hologram. Was anyway.
Okay, the
wait,
girl.
hold on. So it's either could have been manipulated, or if Lex didn't manipulate the video, I think the point is, even if that was the case, the way he was raised on Earth by his human adoptive parents made him who he is, a good person, kind person, and has no intention of ruling the earth.
Yeah, I like that scene between he and his dad, and then his dad said that parents give their kids all the tools, and then it's what the kids do with the tools when they grow up.
Yes.
I thought that was sweet, and it kind of hit home as a parent
Okay.
myself. But I want to say one more thing
Yes.
I didn't like. That, I don't know her right name, but Lex's little female
His girlfriend?
hooligan. No, the
Oh,
what?
the engineer?
Yeah. Okay. That whole scene with the black and
Yeah.
going in his lungs and all of that, like, as someone who's not a comic book person, that was a little too much. And then them like going all the way up into the sky and then coming crashing down. I get why he did it, to get her, like, all that. I get it. That was just too much for me.
I didn't know. She seemed to be.
She did a good job
I mean, you
acting.
did. I don't know
whoever
if
the
you,
actress was.
I just don't know if you needed that character in the movie, but I guess whatever. All right then. So overall, you have to give it a grade now.
I would say an A minus. I'd see it again.
An A minus.
Yeah, if I'll go to a movie again, if I'll watch it again, like go to a theater or watch it at home and watch it from start to finish, then I think I'm a
Okay, let me
A
put
minus.
it in this. Make it relative. If The Dark Knight is an A plus, this is only 2 notches down from The Dark Knight.
I understand they're both superhero movies, but I kind of put them in two different categories. So this movie is in more of a category of me going into it knowing there's going to be a whole bunch of
Okay.
stuff that I
You
don't
grade it what you wanna
understand.
grade it.
And so it's like, that's like my category of like Marvel movies and like
Okay,
crazy
you-
stuff.
You know more about this stuff than most people who are general audience. You know nothing about comic books and superheroes for the most part. You know stuff because you've been married to me for almost 25 years. So someone who knows absolutely nothing about comic books or Superman, they just know Superman and Lois Lane and all that. They go see it. They gonna feel like this is be lost in this movie.
No, they'll enjoy their 2 hours.
Well, that's what it does successfully because there's a lot going on, but nothing's going on. There's too many things happen and then don't pan out.
But see, that I don't think the general audience will care about that. I think the general audience, since they're spending so much on tickets and spending 2 hours away from their home, that they just want to be entertained and have
Yes.
fun. And this movie is not boring. And so even though they might not understand all the stuff, which I clearly did not, I think they'll walk away from the movie thinking, okay, well, I was entertained for 2 hours.
Yes, I that for that it's an A. It's
Yeah.
A-ish for that.
Yeah.
Just I'm not great. My B plus is not based on where it is.
Your
And-
B plus is fair. You know
It's
more.
it's not in the rankings of comic book movies because it's not. I don't think it would be fair to say I'm gonna compare this to The Dark Knight because if that's the case, it's like a D.
That's why I said
Okay.
I have them in different categories.
Yes, but it's
My time wasn't wasted.
yeah, it's I think it could have been better. I think it could have been some of the characters didn't have to be in it.
Fair.
But the best thing about it was the main cast. Superman. Crypto was my favorite thing because
Yeah.
you knew that was going to be. I wore a Crypto shirt to the screening, by the way. Anyway, all right. So there's our take on Superman. You can read my written review at Batman on Film. Before we go, announcer Rachel's going to tell you the story about when she rode in the elevator with Christian Bale.
I think they've already heard
No,
that.
we've never told.
multiple
We haven't told that
times.
story here on this podcast.
Do you really want me to tell this
Yes.
story? Okay, so we were in Beverly Hills for the
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight, and we were staying in the same hotel that they were doing the press interviews with the actors. And we were getting on the elevator, and before the elevator doors opened, Bill turns to me and says, basically, you could run into some people, like famous people. Pretty much, don't embarrass me.
No, I didn't know what I said. I said
that's basically what he was saying without saying those
I
words.
was getting you ready.
Okay.
I said you're going to see
Like I was
some
gonna be
people that
some
you know.
fangirl.
So,
So the doors open, and I walk in to the elevator first because Bill's a gentleman. And I go all the way to the back, and I turn around so I'm facing the elevator doors. And Bill walks in, and there were several people in there. So Bill walks in, and he's facing me. And I give him a look, like my eyes got real big. And he turns around, and there over in the corner of the elevator, like where the numbers are that you can push, leaning up against the wall was Christian Bale. Next to him was a little boy, and next to the little boy was the dad of the little boy. And I think the dad was another, like, probably reporter person, press person, whatever. And Christian Bale started talking to the little boy, which I thought was sweet, about if he had seen the new Wall-E movie. And so they were visiting about that. And of course, right next to Christian Bale was his little publicist. And so we just kind of stand there looking at each other. And Bill, like, gave me a big, like, don't freak out look, which I never would do. So anyway, we rode the elevator with Christian Bale, and I behaved myself.
I think he was filming that Terminator movie at the time.
He was speaking in his true, what's his accent? Where's he from?
He's Welsh,
in
I
his
believe.
true
Okay,
Welsh accent.
Who was in the room when I interviewed Christopher Nolan?
Who was in the room?
Yeah.
Me.
Who else?
Just me. We were in the hotel room.
Yes, so who was in there?
Me, you, and Christopher Nolan.
Okay. How about Emma Thomas?
It was me, you, and Emma Thomas.
All right. So when I did the other interviews, where were you? You were in there with me.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And then we ran into Gary Oldman
Yes.
in the hallway.
Yeah.
And he stopped and talked to us, which was very nice.
Yes. Yeah. That's when he told me that his favorite scene was the one between when he went to see Harvey Dent in the office early in The Dark Knight. Okay.
Should we also talk about the time I got Christian Bale's autograph for you?
Yes.
Did they know that story?
It's right there.
I know.
Yeah.
That was
That was for Dark Knight Rises.
That was
That's when they did the cement thing.
Was it Man's Chinese Theater?
Yeah, the Chinese theater.
Yes.
And no one was getting his hands put.
So afterwards, the press got to interview the actors when they were all done with, like, the ceremony. And so, because your press, we were on that side of the ropes.
We were actually, I got invited. It was Emma and Chris invited us to go.
Yes.
So that's why, yes.
And we were with
yeah.
the press, like, on that
Yes.
side of the... We
Yes.
weren't on the audience side.
No,
we were on the press
we were
side.
on the inside.
So then the actors started walking around signing autographs for the audience, and I was on the same side of the ropes
Yes,
as
I was
Christian
talking.
Bale.
I was talking to Chris and Emma.
Yes, so I went, and there were posters on tables,
Yes.
and I went and grabbed a poster, and I just casually slipped one over to Christian Bale, and he looked at me, and I said, "Can you sign this to Bill?" And he said yes, and he signed it.
I thought he asked who's it for, and you said Bill.
I said to
Yeah,
Bill.
okay.
Yes.
He goes, I know him.
He's the Batman.
He's Batman. All right. Last thing that you like. Well, you met Christopher. Kevin Costner at the Man of Steel premiere.
Yeah, drunk Kevin Costner.
Yeah. Okay. And The Batman with Robert Pattinson. You like that movie?
Yeah. That was good.
Okay. All right. Well, that's going to do it. So you're going again. My written review for Superman is at Batman on Film, and coming soon to this space, we'll do Announcer Rachel Talks Comics, and
And no one's gonna want to.
we'll get to finally do Batman Year One, or maybe I'll pick another one because she's gonna have to read Year One over again anyway. All right. So Announcer Rachel will finish up here, and we'll catch you next time.
You have been listening to the BOF Social Hour, Jet's official podcast on Batman on Film. Follow BOF on Threads at The Batman on Film. Follow BOF on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Batman on Film. To help keep BOF up and running, go to patreon.com/BatmanOnFilm, or you can buy BOF a beer at buymeacoffee.com/TheRealBatmanOnFilm. For Jet and everyone at BOF, I'm Announcer Rachel. Authoritative, definitive, the original, Batman on Film, founded in 1998.
place is filled with Batman fans. It's been around songs since '98 began. Roll with the news and all the reviews. It's the go-to place to take the Gotham blues. Got a cape and cowl on deep and high. That man on film, so glad it's alive. That man on film, you thrill us so. From Gotham City to the Batmobile roll. That man on film, ever strong. Feels like home where we all belong. Lights out, we're scanning the latest flick. Nothing like the sight that gives us that kick. We keep it to bail, the icons we hail. Never miss a beat on the bats in the trail. Turn the page, let the journey begin. That man been wearing that baby. Where we all been Batman on film. You thrill us so. From Gotham City to the Batmobile roll. That man on film, living strong. Feels like home where we all belong. In a world full of shadows, you bring light to us all. Every post and follow to the call. That man on film, you thrill us so. Gotham City to the Batmobile roll. That man on film, ever strong. Feels like home